Hey friends, welcome into my Freckle Love office. I'm Martha Barnett. I'm a presenter with Unique, and today we are talking all things green to get ready for St. Patrick's Day on Friday. So I grabbed one of my green sweaters. I don't have too much green in my wardrobe, but I grabbed a dark green sweater today. I have my green manicure, so let's do some green eyeshadow today. Let's get started. Now I've already done my brows, so I'm going to grab a little bit of eye primer, because I want to make sure that my eyeshadow sticks to my lids today. I'm going to be using powder eyeshadow, not a cream. So I'm going to apply this primer first, just to make sure everything stays where it's supposed to. By the way, I am wearing lip butter today. I went for a very neutral look. I am wearing Sunday Brunch, which I believe is retired, but I'm sure there's something very similar to this shade that they have available. So look on there if you are interested in the lip butter, because I love it. It's so moisturizing and it's so easy to apply. It's so easy to wear. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I'm going to be using Addiction Palette 10 today, and I'm going to be using this green. It's super dark green, almost looks black, but it kind of goes with my sweater today. And it is called, if you want to know the name of the color, it's on the back. I have my glasses. Busy. I'm going to be using Busy, and then with that, I'm also going to be using this matte color that's right underneath it. That's called Resilient. And then I'm probably going to use a little bit of this brown shade right here, which is called Helpful. So I'm going to go for those three shades. I'm going to start out with the Resilient all over my entire lid. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush for that one. First of all, let me grab my hairband and get my hair out of my way. Really difficult to do eye makeup with my hair in my face. So there we go. All right. So big fluffy brush and this Resilient shade. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. Just as sort of my transition color, my neutral color. Now, I always have people ask me when I'm layering different eyeshadows, don't you end up covering up the first color? No, you don't really, because some of it's still going to show through. It just depends on where you're putting it. Okay, next, I'm going to grab a cream eyeshadow brush, which is nice and flat. And I'm going to use that dark green now. And it's a shimmer. It's got a lot of sparkle to it. So I'm going to go really light on this one. And I'm going to put it right here in the center of my eyelid. At my age, I don't like to do a whole lot of shimmer. I have so many wrinkles on my eyes and around my eyes. I don't want to draw attention to those, so I don't like to do a lot of shimmer. And if I do a shimmer, I will usually tone it down with a matte shade as well. There we go. And don't worry, I am going to be blending all of this together at the end. Ooh, having trouble getting it clear down by my lash. There we go. All right, and then I'm gonna add this last color right here. I'm gonna add that on the outer edges just for a little oomph and to tone down that green just a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to go back to that big fluffy brush and I'm going to blend this. So it's not quite so stark. There we go. Okay, now I'm also going to grab this little flat brush, which already has some concealer on it, and I'm going to use that to clean up the edges right here, because between the corner of my eye and the end of my eyebrow, that's where I want my eyeshadow to end. I don't want anything to be on the outside of that line. So I'm going to actually draw that line right there. And now I'm going to make sure that anything on the outside of that line gets smoothed away. There we go. See how much better that looks compared to this side? Yeah. Let's get this side done. Right up to the edge of that eyebrow. And I'm just using my finger to blend that in a bit. There we go, much, much better. Now I'm gonna use this tiny little eyeliner brush and I'm gonna use that brown shade and go just a little bit below my lower lashes to give me a little bit of color underneath. I tend to use browns, grays, even plum purples as my eyeliner, and I use a powder shadow as my liner a lot of times because I think black is a little too harsh for somebody my age. Now, I feel like this is still a little bit dark, so what I'm gonna do is go up here to this really light shade, which is called Modern, and I'm gonna take my finger and just grab a hold of some of that color, and I'm just gonna pat that over top to lighten this whole look up just a bit. There, see the difference? I just feel like that's a bit dark. I was a little heavy-handed. So I'm just gonna put on a little bit of Modern, tone it down just a bit. And it also tones down that sparkle, which is a good thing because I don't really want a lot of sparkle around those wrinkles. All right, let's grab some mascara. Let's grab some lash primer first. I talked about lash primer in one of my reels recently, and I know I get this question a lot. Isn't that just a ploy to buy one more product and get women to spend more money? And I used to think the same thing. And then with Unique, of course, I get a lot of products free. And when they first came out with this lash primer, I got one free. And I thought, well, you know, I don't think they're really necessary, but hey, since I'm getting one free, I'll go ahead and give it a try. Well, let me tell you, it made a huge difference, which I was not expecting. Big difference in my lashes. I think the biggest difference I noticed was in the strength of the mascara lasting all day. I felt like it just gave it something to cling to and really made it last a lot longer and look fresh longer, I guess is what I want to say. Okay, one coat. Now the brush on this 4D mascara is a little different from your regular brush. It is two-sided, so you're gonna wanna make sure that halfway through your application or on your second coat that you turn the brush over, or a lot of people can roll it as they apply their mascara. I'm not that talented, so I just turn it over like by the time I put on the second coat. Whatever works for you. I'm gonna go just a tad bit on my lower lashes. Go ahead with a second coat. And we are gonna call this look done. And although I am not a huge fan of green and don't wear it very often, I must say I do like this look. Every year at St. Patrick's Day, I bring out the green and I always think, why don't I wear green more often? It's just not a color I gravitate to, but honestly, once I create some eye looks with it, I end up liking it. All right, so there we go. Let me grab a little pad to clean up under the eye area just a little bit there. Got a little bit of flaking. There we go. All right, let me pull this off. Smooth the hair back out, and we are going to call this look finished. What do you think, friends? I kind of like it. All right, if you have any questions or need help with any of the colors, I'll list them in the video down below, the colors that I used. But if you have any questions about those or need help selecting colors, anything at all, please just pop it in the comments or feel free to message me. I'll be glad to help you out. And as usual, if you enjoyed this little tutorial, I hope you'll like, subscribe, follow, hit that little bell so you get notifications when I have a new video come out. That helps my algorithm and my little channel, plus it helps you see more of the kind of videos that you enjoy. So thanks a lot for joining me, everybody. Have a great week. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye-bye.